speaking with our correspondents. We still haven't, even yesterday, heard from our correspondent. I need to get an update because information coming in from Akwa Ibom, so many other comments here. So we should be reaching out to our correspondent in Akwa Ibom to clarify, verify, affirm or confirm some of these information we're getting on our social media platforms on this particular news coming from Akwa Ibom State in south of Nigeria. Dr. Yusuf and Captain Ruma still very much here. A quick reminder here, Ini will be back very soon. Ini Thompson will be back to fill us in on what she's been able to gather from across the world on Pole Stream. And of course, your comments and emails are still very much here with us. We'll be looking at all of that. And this one just coming in, hitting us, saying that Ikorodu Road is now free. And we'd like to say, a big thank you to all those who listened and all those who acted, the Nigerian military, the Nigerian police, and of course CP Lagos for acting promptly on that. And for Kayode Do...
also thank the power of the media.
Absolutely. Thank the power of the media. And I was going to say, Kayode Do had obliged us some of those places where elections will be holding, about 5... you would want to call them LCD or local government areas, but again, in Alimasho, you'll be looking at places like Idimu, Isheri, Olofi, Igondo, and Ipaja North and South, Ayobo, Ijon Village, and Camp David, Abulegba, and Aburu, and Mero area of and around Alagbado axis. That's on Alimasho. And looking at the Tiosa, Aja, and Shongo, Tedo, that's the areas. And Koshofe, almost the entire Oworoshoki area, that's where they're having elections here in Lagos. And moving on, you're getting to see number 4, Oshodi Isolo, where we're talking about Orile Oshodi area of Lagos. They're having elections in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places around that axis. And of course, in Shomolu, the entire area of Bajulaye, they are having elections there. So if you look at the summary, we have Alimosho, Etiosa, Koshofe, Oshodi, Isolo, Shomolu, in Alimosho in 21 places, in Etiosa in 5 places, in Koshofe in 57 places, Oshodi, Isolo in 5 places, and in Shomolu 2 places. Well, I hope that very much later we'll have the representation on slides for you so that you can put them there and know where to go to and where not to go to. If you have people around these areas and they are wondering if elections are taking place or not, the answer is yes. Movement restricted, the answer is no. Back to you, Dr. Yusuf. You were talking about the power of the media a while ago.
Yes. As I said, the power of the media is so enormous to the extent that a former statesman of the United States of America, Thomas Jefferson, said, here they are, gentlemen of the press, the fourth estate of the realm. And that is why, up to this moment, the press is still being referred to as the fourth estate of the realm. Because of the enormity of the power, because of the spontaneity, the instantaneous aspect, being able to relay information. And who could have reached the chief spokesman of the defense? Who could have reached the IG? Who could have reached the commissioner of police, Lagos State? And they've responded. And that tension building up around that area has eased. So we must at all times keep the sanctity of the media. We must do nothing to pollute the media. We must do nothing to discredit the tempo of the media.
We'll come back to that conversation in a moment, just so we don't, deviate too much from the elections now. I was listening to the report of Alhaji Balarabe Musa, and you heard that his report wasn't very positive, was it?
Yes, not. I mean, he was lucky. Being another salesman. I mean,
to receive his card on the day
he was
going to vote.
INEC said it will not be.
Yes.
The release of voters card stopped last week.
Yes.
And yet was still,
treatment.
I think it was out of respect for the position he held in the past. And here he had a problem getting his fingers recognized and getting his card read. But at the same time, he was able to use the computer, the plan B, to allow him to vote. Don't forget that even the president himself, thrice, his own card was rejected. And that of Patient Jonathan was also rejected twice. But the mother of the president was able to have her free. But at the end of the day, the president still voted. So I think once we build in a mechanism that will absorb some of these shortcomings, and I think things will go smoothly.
Do you think that INEC would also be feeling the heat here? Because for some people, there are logistic issues that keep coming up over and over and over again, and it would seem that we don't seem to be making much progress in that particular area.
I would disagree with you that we don't seem to be making much progress. This is the first in the series, in the two-part, in the two-leg election. We just had the first one. And I think the lessons they've learned from this will allow them to be able to improve on the subsequent one, which will be coming up on April 11th.
I'm talking about in terms of deployment of materials and personnel, where people are still arriving very late to polling units. Yes, elections eventually take place.
We talk about efficiency.
Yes.
Efficiency, effectiveness, and patriotism. There are some that are just out to sabotage the exercise. That cannot be rolled out. And I mentioned the issue of a fifth columnist.